What it do, Niner fam? Now, when I saw this, I mean, it could have some validity to it. But I mean, a lot of stuff need to be in context. You have to have context with it. Okay. Because when you have a team or you're building a team, you gotta center the team around pieces that is gonna make your team grow. Team players that's gonna help the next man grow. Sometimes, you could be a good player, but it's not for everybody. Not for everybody. And everything. Now, only one that I said that didn't make no sense. It kind of did, but it don't. It just don't make no sense what they did. We can go down the line. Now, they say the Niners have their core players that you can build your team around, and that they have. Okay. George Kittle, team player all day. Team player all day. You want a George Kittle on your team. Anybody. You want a George Kittle on your team. Okay. He's the energy. He brings the team camaraderie, everything. Kyle Juszczyk. He's a vital. People don't know what he went to Harvard or something, Yale. Smart dude. He knows the offense. So as a fullback in the West Coast offense, you do a whole lot. You're a wide receiver. You're a running back. You're a tight end. Sometimes you get up under center, snap if you got to go for the 1 yard or something like that. He does a lot, man, as a fullback. But in the West Coast offense, that's perfect to have a fullback like him. So you need him. Christian McCaffrey, I don't need to say anymore. He does too much. You know what I'm saying? Brock Purdy, perfect quarterback. Perfect quarterback. You remember how Drew Brees was? Drew Brees wasn't a big dude, but he was a good quarterback. See, they don't have too much. And look how long it took for Drew Brees to get that Super Bowl. See, and it happens. Bosa. Now, Bosa to me is just a cornerstone. And so with that cornerstone, he's going to just put him on in. He's going to take care of his business. He can take care of his business. You know what I'm saying? Now, personally, I can have thoughts on Bosa, but I think individually as a football player, Bosa's a beast. It is what it is. Fred Warner, absolute team player. He'll galvanize the team, the defense. He gets the team pumped, hyped. He's a voice. He's a voice. Trent Williams, everybody know what it is. He's the big dog, the OG, Big Trent. Saying team player, gathers the team. Protects the quarterback. And everybody respect him. Everybody respect him. Colton McKivitz. Really on this list, I think the coach likes him. That's why. That's what it is. Now, they have the good players who never made it into the 49ers core. These are good players, but it's always a reason. The first one is the only reason that a lot of people that didn't make no sense. Now, if it was about money, that's one thing. Because you got to remember, you got DeForest Buckner and Eric Armstead from the same school. Okay? They came in together. I'm thinking, who brought them in? Was that Chip Kelly? That drafted them. Can't remember. I don't know if it was Chip Kelly. I think so. But when he drafted, I think it was. I'm not sure. But when they got drafted together, the better person was DeForest Buckner. But we get rid of DeForest Buckner, keep Eric Armstead, and we say, all right, well, we're just going to get this guy in the draft, which was Javon Kinlaw. Never panned out. Now, Javon Kinlaw actually playing good now. Why is he playing good now? They sent him to the Jets. When he played with the Jets with Saleh brought it, got some work up out of him. And he was able to, resurrect his career. Because when he was us, he just stayed injured. He was born injured when he was with us. So now he's playing better. I forgot he played for another team now, but I forgot. But now he's playing better. You know what I'm saying? Now, DeForest Buckner and Eric. Now we kept Eric Armstead, but later on we seen that I don't know what was up with it. I want more money. I want more. They're insulting me by giving me this much money. What are you talking about? You stay injured. You don't play you never play a whole the game, all the season. You don't play a lot. You know what I'm saying? You don't play every game during the season. You might play the first 5, then you're injured, then you play the last 2, and then we might see you in the playoffs in the Super Bowl. Come on, man. Come on. And he over there with the Jaguars talking mess. Jimmy Ward. Harbaugh drafted Jimmy Ward. I'm saying I remember when they drafted Jimmy Ward. And he was a beast. I remember they threw him in there. He was a beast. He was handling his business. You know what I'm saying? But now he didn't get along with the coach. He did not get along with Shanahan at all. He did not. He wanted to be a safety. And they told him, no, they're going to put him in the slot. I'm saying, make him cover the slot. He didn't want to do it. Soon as and he was good at it. That's the crazy part. He was good at it. But as soon as his contract was up, he was out of there and went right to the Texans. And ever since he's been out with the Texans, he's been injured ever since. Who we go? Charvarius Ward. I didn't have nothing against Charvarius Ward. Like I said, he had a personal tragedy with his daughter that happened, and he just didn't want to be on the team no more. So, I mean, there's nothing bad to say about that. He just didn't want to be no more. Talanoa Hufanga. In spurts, he was good. But he got injured, and I remember he came and got injured again, and then he just wasn't the same. They playing good now with the Broncos, but he just wasn't the same. So he wasn't part of that crew. Dre Greenlaw. We all know about the whole little Dre Greenlaw saga. And he over there balling with the Broncos when he could stay on the field. He got suspended a couple times, but now when he could stay on the field, hey, he's balling. And they wanted to keep him. He just didn't want to stay. He wanted to have Fred Warner's role. You know what I'm saying? He got that over there with the Broncos. So, and they winning too. They winning, doing good. Debo. We all know about Debo, dude. When everybody was down and it was Debo's time to shine, everybody was down. Okay? Ayuk was down. Everybody was down. Jennings was down. I think Kittle was down. Christian McCaffrey was down. It was Debo's time to shine. He was getting 1 yard to carry when they do the running back crap. And then when they throwing on the ball, he dropping it. But you want to go choke the place kicker for Jake Moody, and it didn't make no sense. He had to go. That's why he just had to go. Lynch said he didn't want him to go, but now he had to go. You know what I'm saying? Ayuk, we still dealing with that saga. Ayuk on this list, we still dealing with him. So that's to be continued. Juwan Jennings. Juwan Jennings, I mean, they say he's not in this group, but he should be. He should be, because Juwan Jennings will fight for the team. He'll fight for the team. I can give him that. But now, when he held out, he want more money. They had just paid him. He want more money. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And then Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert was good trade bait. They was going to go get Christian McCaffrey anyway, so he was trade bait. And they gave him to the Dolphins because, remember, that coach over there was up under Shanahan. So he gave him some, here you go. You feel me? And it was Raheem Mostert, you know what I'm saying? Because we all know in the Super Bowl, they didn't run Raheem Mostert enough. They should have did what they did in the NFC Championship against the Packers. But they didn't. No, it was the Packers or Minnesota. I forgot who we played in the NFC Championship with Garoppolo. But they didn't run Raheem Mostert enough in the Super Bowl. And they allowed the Chiefs and the referees to beat us. But now. So you see the core players, and this is the reason why they're core players. And these players, they saying they never made the core. But, I mean, I think a lot of this has to do with the coach liking you and not liking you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it. Not everybody, but if the coach don't like it, just get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? If you got a problem with you, just get rid of you. Now he's paying people, and some people don't need to be paid. They should have never paid Ayuk. I wouldn't have paid him. Nope. Now they're taking the money back, but I would have never paid him. So it is what it is. Let me know what y'all think. Think it's true? Core players, non-core players. Peace. I'm out of here.